Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Thursday, the 29th of July, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Windies versus Pakistan T20 match rained out, and in our feature for this evening, we have the testimony of a brand new swimmer. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back. Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. Incessant rain first reduced the first West Indies-Pakistan T20 match to a 9-over shootout before eventually washing away the match. Pakistan had chosen to bowl first under cloudy skies with rain also predicted, but the teams raced off to the dressing room just after completing their national anthems. It took almost 3 hours for the rain to stop and the ground to dry, with the umpires then deciding to curtail the contest. But of whatever was played, Kieron Pollard and the Pakistan bowlers combined to ensure there was entertaining cricket while it lasted. Amidst a flurry of dot balls, which were 13 total, and a bunch of extras, which contributed 14, there were 5 wickets claimed, with as many sixes slammed from the third over until the 8th. Hassan Ali got 2, while Mohammad Hafiz, Yusam Kadir, and Wasim all grabbed a wicket each. Nicholas Pooran cracked twin sixes off Hafiz before Gale deposited Shadab Khan over his head and Andre Russell dispatched Kadir over extra cover. All this before Pollard got into Ali with a whip. Summary scores: no result. West Indies 85 for 5 from 9 overs. Pollard 22 not out. Hassan 2 for 11. Kadir 1 for 6. Pakistan did not get to bat. Meanwhile, in another match played yesterday, India, who anyway brought a replacement team to Sri Lanka, were further severely hamstrung by 9 of their players having to go into isolation. They had Kumar, a bowler who bats a bit as high as number 6, because they had only 5 recognized batters available to them. And yet, they almost defended 132. Their spinners, Shahar, Yadav, and Chakravarti, stemming the Sri Lanka's chase through the middle overs. Sri Lanka eventually stumbled over the line to record their first T20 victory in 6 matches, with De Silva holding the innings together with 40 not out from 34 balls. He hit the winning run with just 2 balls to spare, and with Sri Lanka down to their last serious batting pair. Summary scores: Sri Lanka 133 for 6, De Silva 40 not out, Bhanuka 36, Yadav 2 for 30, beat India 132 for 5, Dhawan 40, Padikkal 29, and Dhananjaya picked up 2 for 29, and Sri Lanka won by 4 wickets. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
If you're HIV positive or have an STI, having unprotected sex with multiple partners puts them in grave danger. You will expose every partner and their present and future partners to HIV or another STI. Use a condom every time you have sex. You can live a productive life even if diagnosed with HIV. Remember, early detection is key to your survival. Be responsible, protect yourself and others. Help stop the spread of HIV and other STIs.
Well, I'm back, and tonight's swimming is in the spotlight. The Christina Memorial Swimming Camps are currently underway. Let us listen to Deputy Director of Sports, Mr. Brian Dow. I now have the privilege to speak with Mr. Brian Dow. He is the second in command at the Department of Sports. And Mr. Dow, you must be very happy to see what's going on with this training program with Anne McClendon. Tell us your thoughts.
First of all, morning to Curtis. And of course, the camp, which is put on by Kerry-Ann. I think it's a very good idea. I think this idea was born out of this Christina disaster, where I think the Premier was very instrumental in terms of, based on what took place with the Christina disaster some years ago, he decided that most, if not all, persons in Nevis should learn to swim. So, in conjunction with Kerry-Ann, they came up with a program which I think is very good because Curtis, a lot of persons in Nevis, believe it or not, cannot swim as close as they are to the beach and have the privilege to go to the beach. The thing is, not that they can't swim, but they are afraid of the water. So I think this initiative is a very good one put on by Kerry-Ann.
And of course, the sports department always very much actively involved. Tell us a little bit about your involvement from a sports department perspective. What exactly does the sports department do to encourage this program?
What we did is to partner with Kerry-Ann and to assist her in whatever way possible so she can have the program up and running, whether she needs physical help in terms of sports officers assisting with the children or any other thing that would make the camp possible. But of course, we at the sports department, we believe, because swimming for us is also a sport, apart from a saving life issue, it is a sport for us, and we are involved anything to do with sports, and we help, especially from the sports department side.
Well, we want to thank you so much, and Jamia Claxton, who is your boss, who is not available at this time, but we want to thank you and the entire staff at the sports department for your continued effort to ensure that things happen with swimming here in Nevis.
Thank you, Curtis.
And are you afraid of the water? And are you thinking that you'll never ever learn to swim? Well, let's give a listen to this testimony by Miss Charlene Martin, sports officer here in Nevis.
Okay, of course, everybody know I'm Charlene Martin. I'm from Department of Youth and Sports. So I was invited last week, Friday, a few of us from the department, and most of us except one couldn't swim, and I was very, very afraid of going in the water, and Anne was able to comfort me and encourage me and told me that one of the best ways to get to swim is to be able to overcome your fear. So we went in the water, and to be honest, what I tried to learn in 35 years and taught me less than 35 minutes. So I basically could swim a bit, good enough to save myself. I can float on my belly and on my back. I could have never done that. So I'm thankful that we got the opportunity to come. And because we learned so much on Friday, we had asked Anne if she can come on Wednesday with us, which was Wednesday gone, and she did come. And then she invited us to come yesterday and today also.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.